Coming up this week.
I'm talking about how hard it is just to look at them. You don't need to look in them.
That's still hard for Captain Fostekew to pinpoint exactly when her category changed from hench women to mythical creatures.
Well, if it doesn't work out, you've got your charger back.
Yeah.
You have got your charge back.
Turns out this is all misinformation from Big Lesbian.
Hello, I'm Katherine Ryan, and I've got two naughty guests to write me a dirty story, all in the hopes of winning a pen. And this week, my two silky sinners are Jessica Fostekew and Jen Brister. Welcome.
What a treat.
Do you mean the death of TV and the fact that we do this now? Or?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I finally get to be on.
You're very good on the socials.
Thank you. Yeah, by accident, purely.
You put videos of your stand-up online.
Yeah, and people
laughed all around the
laughed
world.
all around the world.
How do you feel that, we're over 40 and we have to be on the socials now? How do you feel about it, Jess? Is it hard for you?
Yes, it's hard for me, but I think I spent a few years, let's call them crisis years, sandwich years, thinking I'm going to have to learn how to do that. And then I realised, no, the good thing about being in your 40s is you can pay a child.
Oh, so you pay a child.
Pay a child to do the technological stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, not the stand-up.
No,
you keep doing the stand-up,
you
but
do still have to do that.
they cut it up, put the words on, and then you just got to press send. Done.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust the children. And Gen Z worries me. I think they start strong and then their punctuation is off.
Yeah.
And they lose motivation, and I struggle with the socials myself.
Yeah.
I resent them deeply.
This podcast is all about sex, dirty stories, fantasies. Can you please, I never thought I'd be asking you this. Can you tell me about your fantasies?
I've got this overwhelming desire to go, no.
Fine. And I would accept that as an answer. It is a format point that I am not married to.
No.
Because you had to draw from something for this assignment.
There aren't none. I've got some. Okay, let's start this. Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're taking turns lifting each other up off the floor and carrying each other around.
Of course, because you lift now.
Yeah. And so, piggybacks, but I think it sometimes needs some more elaborate carries, like overhead, stuff like that. Yeah, just showing off to each other about the carrying. It's really nice. I don't know if you've ever been carried overhead
Never.
by a bigger, stronger human. Lovely feeling.
Does it ever turn tickly, sexual, or it's just about the lifting?
Oh no, it ends in like really brilliant, filthy, sweaty fucking.
Great. And what about
Say that? Can you say
Yeah,
that?
that's
great. Yeah, great.
It's in.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Now
It starts with the carrying, but
now
it ends with carrying.
we're in
Ends
the
with the
format.
boning.
Yeah.
And what about you, Jen?
If we were going to remain in the domain of celebrity, so let's just give it some context. I would go, Kristen Scott Thomas, Gillian Anderson sort of vibes, and that's where I'd be landing on one of them, hopefully.
Just on one.
On just one at a time. Yeah, I'd never, you see, this is the thing with me.
Yeah.
My thing with fantasies is that even in my fantasy, it never quite happens because I'm like, well, she probably wouldn't say yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably unlikely to happen. But we get to the point where I'm like, da, 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 and then she's like, but I'm married.
And that's a less stressful fantasy than if you had gone full-blown affair.
Full-blown affair, yeah. There would be stressful, there'd be guilt, but also, there would be a happy ending.
I read an article that said dating bad guys or ugly men will make you older because of the peaks in cortisol and the crying.
Oh, the
And
cortisol.
the feeling bad about yourself and being sad all the time. And I thought, what?
I mean, is this for real?
It was lesbian propaganda, maybe.
Okay,
But
we
it
do
made
put
sense.
stuff like that out there. I mean, I have planted a few stories myself over the years,
Yeah.
and I think they've come out as fact.
Turns out this is all misinformation from Big Lesbian. No, I mean, I left an older man for a younger woman, and I'm having a great
You're
life.
having a bloody ball.
Yeah.
Did you have any roadblocks with this assignment? Do you have any icks about each other
Oh
that
my
you'd like
God.
to air?
Catherine, the whole thing was a roadblock.
Yeah. It's
Having
hard.
to write sexy story about one of your very dear friends.
Yeah.
Both of us voice noted each other going,
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so
I
sorry.
apologise in advance.
I think it's kind of worse when it's your really good friend. Like, when you're going swimming, I'm old enough and wobbly enough to just not care about getting changed, like, anywhere in front of anyone, unless you're there with your good friend.
Oh, and they've never seen you naked
something
before.
worse than that. I mean, I don't. If it's with a friend, you'll be like, so tell me what you're doing.
You do that with your eyes.
Tell me should we go for a coffee after this? Like, don't look at the tits.
It depends on what they're doing. Like if there's squatting and
Oh my God.
like some people are just very free.
If they're leg up and winking, that's too much.
Yeah.
You have to avoid.
Oh, you don't. I'm talking about how hard it is just to look at them. You don't need to look in them.
You've been set the stimulating task of writing a story about each other that must feature a setting, a character, and a prop. Your story must be set in a UFO. I would like it to feature the Queen of Aliens, an abducted cow. I'd like to see some sunglasses in the story as well, please. The winner gets a pen, and their story will receive a place on my pert shelf of dirty stories. Consent is very important in the Write Me Dirty library, so I'll leave it to you to decide who goes first.
I think we should do rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Okay.
And I think it'd be really funny if we both do scissor.
Now, neither of us is going to do scissor.
Oh, that was such a psychological.
You choose.
I want to get it done.
Okay, great.
Jessica, what is the name of your story?
This story is called The One True Way to All Four of Her Hearts.
Wow. I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, I'll just start.
Yeah.
It was the very last days of Earth.
Oh, no.
Wow. This is already very bleak.
Lieutenant Jen Brister and her team crowded around a screen through which their new alien overlords issued their demands. It was terrifying, but at least they were doing it in quite a sexy, bossy way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
The alien language sounded to the human ear like the sort of music you'd put on so far into a house party that the sun's come up and you realise you've been holding hands with a mannequin for the last 2 hours.
That would be alien music.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Like that kind of...
What are the uniforms, please, that the lieutenant and her squad are wearing?
Like high-necked, tight.
Yeah.
Very sculpted breast, I feel.
I hope it's not lycra,
sculpted
is it?
bosom. No, just something that feels and looks amazing.
Okay, great.
Like sort of the military meets gladiators.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
That's quite a mix.
The language to the human ear was pulsing, almost hypnotic. One of Jen's colleagues, Jess, said, "I'm scared, but am I also turned on?" Jen said, "No." And that was that.
That's very on brand for me, actually.
Jen carried on. "Get that bloody translator working, will you?" The team picked up their pace. These women were a brand new secret division, the finest military strategists and emergency thinkers in the world, thrown together to face the awful challenge of an intergalactic invasion. They were the Human Rescue Troops, otherwise known as HRT. Humans were in hiding, doors barricaded, hatches down, cradling their favourite chicken?
Chicken?
That's not what I've written.
Okay.
We were recording at lunchtime.
That's a very unsexy image
Sorry,
you've created
I'd
there.
start again.
Everyone's
Try
cradling
and feel
a chicken.
sexy again.
Well, maybe
I
that's
can
all
bring
there's
it back.
left, you know?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a favourite chicken in the end of days.
Humans were in hiding, doors barricaded, hatches down, cradling their favourite children and pets that they'd prioritised in the rush.
Whoa.
Alien tractor beams scanned the land, occasionally pulling up various plants, objects, animals and grandparents which had been left outside in the panic.
Oh.
But now it was as if the whole world was holding its breath, apart from a HRT. "Finally," Jen said, as they set up the system to listen to the translated message from the aliens. "Dear Earth, shut the fuck up and listen, bitches."
Wow.
Whoa, I'm already quite aroused.
"They're fit," said Jess.
Fit.
"Tell me that isn't a little bit fit." "No," said Jen.
Oh, God. So
The alien continued. "I am Queen of the Aliens."
The aliens are women as well.
This is great.
All female worlds. Why is it the end if we're in charge?
"You're surrounded and we're ready in a nanosecond to blow your whole planet to smithereens. You've got one chance to save yourself. If you can give us something so beautiful, you can be saved. Send your beautiful thing out in the next minute. It needs to be so beautiful it sets all 4 of my hearts alight and makes me say, Jess said, "Did you just say her name was They all nodded. "I'll go," said Jess. Jen ordered Jess to stop being a creep. Jess argued, "But we need to send a honey trap, someone to seduce her. I've actually spent years studying this. I've watched hundreds of objectively repulsive, cardiganed, purple-nosed men who work in comedy be inexplicably successful in romance by pretending to be vulnerable whilst actually brainwashing women way too exciting for them into being totally emotionally enslaved. And I believe I have also mastered this art," said Jess. "No," said the whole team. "We need to send an actually beautiful thing."
Wait a second. I hope I didn't say that.
Jess thought for a minute. "It has to be Jen." They all instantly agreed.
I hate this story.
Hey!
You're not beautiful in the story?
Oh no, I'm just facilitating the main character. I was
Okay.
background character
Okay.
energy. Jen didn't stop to think about it. She stepped out into the insanely sunny day and immediately the tractor beam was on her.
Of course.
It was so bright. Her eyes. God, this was risky. The whole of human survival hinged on whether was into Jen. The spaceship had parked quite near the sun, so as the beam pulled Jen closer, it got even brighter. She knew that to seduce the queen, she'd have to look her best, not be all squinting. Who's into squinting? She quickly whacked her sunglasses on. Thank God.
Oh, this is fit as well.
That is fit, actually. I look better with sunglasses on.
Wait for this bit. This... Trying to write a sexy bit. When Jen was nearly at the entrance to the ship, the beam held her there, just on the cusp. It sort of moved her around near the entrance, but for like ages before she was actually in it. That's clever, thought Jen. That's made me really want to get in it.
Yeah. I see what you've done there.
Yeah.
Edging.
Yeah. Really some serious edging there.
Yeah. As if the ship could read her mind, it pulled her inside. There before Jen was the queen. She was a vision. She was humanoid, but with more of all the good stuff.
4 tits.
4 boobs.
No, it's loads.
4 vulvos.
This is wordy. It's word. 4 vulvos. More hands, more mouths, spare faces, hip bones and side bits between ribs and hips, soft bellies, collarbones, necks, and loads of bums. Wow.
Oh,
it goes without saying, hundreds of boobs.
Wow.
Not in a gross or funny way like in The Substance, but in a fit, amorphous, shape-shifting way. She was a blur of ever-transposing perfection. Thank God for the sunglasses, because now Jen's eyes were the opposite of squinting. That's right, they were wide.
That wasn't the only thing that was wide.
You had a wide.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Am I
okay,
right?
you've got the implication. Right. Said Jen. "Welcome," said the Queen. "Whether this works depends on our chemistry." The Queen spoke with a voice
I'm going to
that
say the chemistry's off. The chemistry's way off.
The Queen spoke with a voice that somehow dragged Jen right up to her. "How can we send you anything anywhere near as beautiful as you, your Majesty?" Jen tried flattery, taking off her glasses and looking directly at "Nah," said the Queen. "You are well fit." Okay. I think you might get an idea in a minute of like where I struggled when it got to like writing the actual sort of sex stuff.
I mean, but so far,
Oh, so good.
the fantasies that you described earlier, these are not them. This is different.
Yep.
This is really out there, but sexy.
Okay, ready? Oh.
Come on.
She kissed Jen
Oh.
and the rest. Okay.
Whoa, what?
Wait,
What's
what?
in the
Wait,
rest?
what? Don't
No.
I want,
Come on,
Come on,
Jess.
give it to me. What's she kissing?
Mouth.
Is that it?
And what else
I've
happened?
only got 2
Body,
tits. Doesn't she
body.
head down towards
They-
this area?
Arms, body, thighs,
Oh, Jess,
Private.
this is disappointing.
privates. Even the privates.
Even my private.
Wow.
How many mouths are down there?
Then.
Whoa, this is like an orgy, but with one queen.
Oh my God, I've never
Yeah.
ever done an orgy.
Well, now you have.
I have with one person.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she's
wow.
many people.
Yeah.
Great. It was like the sex you have in dreams, amazing but oddly detached. Jen was losing herself in it, which was great, but it was as if she was literally getting lost in it. It was almost impossible to remember she was at work, on a mission. All of humanity depended on her. How could she drag herself back into sentience? It took all of her might. Blearily, she forced herself to focus on the things around her in the ship to try and kill off the Queen's lust trap. Luckily, there were some massively unsexy things in there that had been beamed up before her. A pig, a cow, a couple's spreadsheet detailing how they divided up their domestic tasks. Bang! The spreadsheet did it. Jen was snapped back out of sexy mode. Stop, said Jen. Why? Said the Queen.
I think if she'd spoken earlier, I would have snapped out earlier.
Yeah.
I've got something even more beautiful for you than this, replied Jen. Impossible, said the Queen, which was quite sexy of her, but also a bit big-headed.
Yeah.
Jen moved them over to the cow.
The cow.
Wait, what? Oh, no. I forgot about the cow. What am I doing with the cow?
This is a wild story.
Jen moved them over to the cow. Nah, not into it, said the Queen. This is bad. Jen had absolutely wrecked the vibe now. No, said Jen. You don't have to get off with it. Wait. Jen used the time-bending powers of the ship to very quickly milk the cow and make some cheese.
Okay.
Earth's gift to you, mighty Queen. You want beauty? Taste this.
Cheese.
The Queen hesitated. Thank God. She then ate the cheese. Her response?
Oh.
What kind of cheese was it?
I hope it was like a Comté.
Yeah, a Comte.
This had it all. I mean, too much. It had
A bit busy.
a threat of bestiality. I was worried about
I was
that.
worried about the cow because I
So
thought,
was the Queen.
particularly as I hadn't really got much action with the Queen other than elbows, teeth and legs.
Yeah.
I think it's all happened. There was no mention of a climax.
Did I climax?
Yes.
Did you delete bits, Jess?
No.
Did you?
I might not fully formed all of the sex actions. Because what is sexier than leaving some bits to people's imagination?
I know what happened with you, Jess. You were on task, on message, and the sex started happening, all the bums, everything else, mouths, wherever, and then your mind went straight to cheese, and you pivoted, and then you just wrote a story about cheese.
I knew it couldn't just end with a sexy business.
Yeah.
Right.
There had to be
Cheese.
There had to be cheese. There had to be something more beautiful than the sets because I don't know, not everyone's going to be into this many-person Queen.
Jen, did you like it?
I loved it.
Did you feel seen?
I did feel seen. I liked that the first third of the story was just me saying no. That sounded very like, there's somebody who knows me.
Yeah.
Just me in the corner. I don't say anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just there going, no. And then, you understood that in a situation to save the world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because I'm very giving.
Yeah.
That I would sacrifice myself to a love goddess alien to save humanity. And sure, maybe I would have enjoyed it along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this isn't a critique at all, but just for myself, I would have liked to know exactly what she was doing down there.
Right. Got it.
Yeah, just a little bit of feedback.
Cool.
I feel like that might be in the book.
Oh, God.
And you glazed over it.
Did you glaze over it?
No.
Jess, I really feel like at that point you could have gone in.
I really made
We could have
myself
done,
laugh.
Where are
I
the
sat
kissing?
there at my desk thinking, should kiss Jen. And the rest.
I really believed
It
that.
starts to feel like inappropriate to even imagine the details.
Oh, God, Jess. Well, strap yourself in, mate.
Oh, no.
Jen, what is the name of your story, please?
Blake's Heaven.
Blake's Heaven.
Great.
Remember Blake's Heaven?
Well, I might not
I've
have
heard
been
of
in
it.
the
Oh,
country.
you wouldn't have been in the country, but Blake's Heaven was a very, very old science fiction show for children that I think was like 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And it was called Blake's Heaven. And this is called Blake's Heaven. Right, here we go. Captain's log, stardate 4.1394. We have been travelling north by north-north, which is due north for some time. The planet Blake's Heaven has thus far eluded us. Mutinous language from Lieutenant Pilar suggesting I may have taken a wrong course is creating problems amongst crew and even below deck, although deck has been told to get off that bloody ladder. I believe if we can hold our course, we will reach our destination. Captain Jessica Fostekew takes a large swig of her whiskey.
unprofessionalism in both stories.
It's already way cooler than real me. I don't even like whiskey. It makes me cough.
Yeah.
She's into it. A single malt from the planet Bendowski, known for its peaty taste and hallucinogenic properties.
Uh-oh. She's
It's
getting
ketamine
loose.
whiskey.
Yeah, baby. A couple more glasses of this and she'll be able to sit back and relax and watch hot fairies make out with one another on her 3D vision capsule.
Ooh.
It's still hard for Captain Fostekew to pinpoint exactly when her porn category changed from hench women to mythical creatures. But ever since she'd watched muscular centaurs mounting each other on the planet Middleman, her proclivities had gone somewhat off-piste.
Great. I like, so far this has got like strong like Star Trek energy, and I'm here for it. The only show I've ever watched where I fancied every single person in it was Star Trek Discovery. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a bisexual heavenscape, that show.
Keep that in mind then.
Okay.
And in terms of your current type,
Yeah.
we've mentioned hench women, fairies. Where would you lean?
I'm yet to find a fairy attractive.
Okay.
But
maybe.
never say never. I'm pansexual. I'm not ruling out fairies.
Centaurs.
Centaurs
Mounting each
fit.
other.
Just,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you've got a lot of
look,
options.
There's something
I fancy horses a bit.
Okay, good.
half man, half horse
Yeah, exactly.
going at each other.
Yeah,
Come on, who's not into it?
not me.
Not me either. She put her glass down. Maybe tonight wasn't the right time to completely lose herself. She was captain after all, and she could not rest until they had set foot on Blake's heaven. Grabbing a jacket, Captain Fostekew exited her cabin and strides towards the bridge. She feels a slight nudge in her nethers. And Commander Pilar, her second-in-command and nemesis, comes into sharp focus.
Oh, no, not
What a
Pilar.
toxic work environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what it's like when someone is like, "Oh, I hate you." Oh, you actually want to fuck them, don't
Okay,
you?
there's sexual energy there,
Right.
tension.
Yeah.
You're not. You've denied it to yourself. Why was she thinking about her? She had specifically requested to have no crew from the planet Pusey.
Say. The Pusey crew.
Yeah. Look, don't.
She
judge
turned
me.
up at a Pusey party.
She's you have never been to Planet Pusey, and yet you're judging. Anyway, she had requested specifically to have no crew from the planet Pusey on board her ship. Their reputation for subordination was renowned, and Pilar had very quickly second-guessed every single one of her decisions. Oof.
God.
She was a pain in the arse, but it was hard not to notice her muscular arms, her long, sexy back, and her 4 legs that made her haunch protrude in a way that, now is not the time to get the horn. She was a professional, for heaven's sake, not an animal lost to her voracious sexual appetite and libido. She thought about knocking one out quickly before leaving, but she'd forgotten to charge her rampant robot.
Oh.
What bit of a body is a haunch?
It's like the bum.
Bloody Lieutenant Brister had borrowed her charger and never returned it. Oh, that's classic Brister. Isn't it, though? Oh, yeah, bring it back, will you, though?
Uh-huh.
She took a deep breath and stepped onto the bridge, where she was met by the ever-enthusiastic Lieutenant Brister. "Captain, we've been contacted by an unidentified spacecraft who claims to be the Queen of Blake's Heaven." Finally, she was vindicated. Her instincts had been correct. Lieutenant Pilar was going to have to suck it. Captain Fostekew locked her eyes with Lieutenant Brister. "Make it so, Lieutenant." Sorry, replied Lieutenant Brister with a puzzled expression. Captain Fostekew could feel the crew's eyes on her. Why did Brister have to make every interaction so bloody awkward? Just make it so, just make it happen. Just say yes. "Oh, right, I wasn't sure what you meant," replied Brister cheerfully. Fostekew turned to her second-in-command. "Commander Pilar is the only member of the crew that can speak Karangian. You will join me aboard their spacecraft to meet the Queen of Blake's Heaven. Lieutenant Brister, you will take on the duty of captain in my absence." Wow! That's a big responsibility. "Can I make decisions about dinner? Because there's been quite a few complaints about the macaroni cheese." Fostekew rolled her eyes. It was clear to everyone that Lieutenant Brister had only been promoted because her father was Commander-in-Chief of the LMFAO Starboard.
Oh, I want to be on that ship.
Yeah.
There was nothing to be done but to humour this complete bellend.
We've both written stories where the other one's the boss. Anyway, brilliant.
Commander Pilar and Captain Fostekew headed to the shuttle. It felt cramped as Pilar attempted to squeeze her 4 legs into the small cockpit. Fostekew was doing her best to ignore how great it felt to have Pilar's muscular body pressed against hers. Dear God, were her nipples erect just from the proximity? She had to think of something completely asexual and fast. She imagined Lieutenant Brister playing squash in her Segway and found her horniness taking a rapid downturn.
Whoa.
Yeah, hang on.
Are you a squash player?
Yeah, they're playing squash in Segway. What's less sexy than squash? Who plays squash? I mean, that's not a sexy sport.
It's you need coordination and it's sweaty.
I know, but have you seen the people that play squash?
Yeah.
Anyway, it continues on, seemingly for fucking ever. Here we go. They disembarked onto the Karangian ship and were immediately surrounded by a troop of tall, thin, yellow-skinned humanoids, each with 4 bulbous blue eyes. In the centre was their queen, standing a good 2 meters above everyone, wearing the largest pair of sunglasses you've ever seen, and staring directly at them.
Cool.
Boo. Before they had time to blink, they found themselves in a cell completely naked. Fostekew attempted to cover herself, but Pilar stood with her 4 legs astride and her hands on her hips, staring defiantly at what looked like a camera in the corner of the room.
Uh-oh.
Captain.
Oh, no.
Okay, strap yourself in. Captain, the only way to... She's got an North American accent,
Okay.
Captain. Commander Pilar.
Good.
Captain, the only way to prove we are their equals is to consummate the act of love in front of their sacred cow. Fostekew could not believe her ears. Was she being told to have sex with Commander Pilar to secure their position amongst these crazy, leathery yellow people? Because if that was the case, then she was 100% up for it. I guess if it's to secure peace, said Fostekew. A wall slowly began to move to one side to reveal a cow behind a glass screen munching on some hay. This is their sacred cow that was abducted from the planet, not in the mood, as is their tradition. And now we must make love.
Okay.
Not in the mood.
That would have been funnier, actually.
Very
Catherine, well done.
good.
That's how I heard it.
Yeah, no, that you were
that's how I
right.
heard it
That would have worked better. In 2 strides, because she's got 4 legs.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 strides, Pilar's firm breasts pressed against her. That's you, Fostekew. This was all happening so fast, but Fostekew knew that she'd been aching for Pilar's touch for months. Their lips found each other, and their mouths opened to search for each other's tongues.
Whoa.
It's actually going to get really sexy now. Fostekew felt Pilar's strong arms around her, exploring her body, her tongue pressing inside her mouth all the while. She felt like her head would explode from the pent-up desire and sexual frustration she had been living with since they had left their planet many light months earlier. She moved her hands across Pilar's 4 firm buttocks, moving her hand forward to slide between her 2 inner legs and up into her soft, wet mound.
Whoa, mound.
Mound.
It's the first time we've heard mound on the podcast.
Really struggled to find the right euphemism, but I went with mound.
Did you say she had 4 buttocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, your queen had 100.
Yeah, I know.
She's
Yeah,
got 4.
hey. 2, what we've gathered is neither of us think 2's enough.
Well, it's funny you should say that. She had no idea a woman's body with 4 legs and 4 butt cheeks could feel so incredible. She'd never return to 2.
Never.
Oh.
Never.
Who
And
could go back?
You can't. Absolutely. When you've had double trouble. Pilar, in one movement, lifted Fostekew into her arms and lay her gently onto the floor. Feeling between her legs, she moved her slender fingers along her wet lips and inside her, moving slowly and rhythmically. Is this too much?
No, it's not enough.
Okay, here we go.
Absolutely
And you know,
fine.
you've hit another fantasy. Jess, you described one
Yeah.
to be picked up and carried by Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
And you've been picked up now by the Pilar
And she's
Yeah.
got long, slender fingers, which is lovely.
that are
Right.
inside you.
They're inside you and they're moving slowly and rhythmically. The
Okay.
only sound was their moaning and the gentle mooing of the sacred cow.
Oh,
Okay.
of
You
course.
can't forget the counts there.
Yeah.
As the rhythm increased, Jess felt as though this orgasm would make her head explode. She ran her hands up and down Pilar's firm back and down towards her buttocks. As Pilar continued to press inside her and against her, the pressure continued to build as she felt Pilar's body now moving against her leg, pressing her wetness onto her, sliding inside her, moving against her till it felt like they were one body and that she could take no more as she screamed out her climax.
Wow.
Whoa.
You have climaxed,
Jen, you are wasted in comedy.
isn't it? Come to me for all of your sexual fantasies. Pilar stood up, gestured to the camera. A door immediately slid open, revealing the Queen of Blake's Heaven. She bowed in front of them, handing them a key, and walked backwards and into a door behind her. Within a flash, Pilar and Fostekew found themselves fully clothed and back in their cramped shuttle, heading back to Deep Throat 9. That's the name of the spaceship.
Oh, great. Just throw that in there now.
Yeah, I thought that was in earlier, but I obviously hadn't mentioned Deep Throat 9, but that is the name of your spaceship.
That's amazing.
Deep Throat 9.
Fostekew was in a daze. They had the coordinates to Blake's Heaven. She had succeeded in her mission, but Pilar had not spoken to her since. What did this mean for their future relationship? Boarding her spacecraft, Fostekew was once again confronted by Lieutenant Brister. "Oh, it's good to have you back, Captain. Oh, some great news. No more macaroni cheese on the menu," said Brister. "Wonderful, Lieutenant," Fostekew replied, distracted. Flashes of her lovemaking with Pilar still consumed her mind. Lieutenant Brister was like a fly buzzing over her head. The woman was incapable of reading the mood in any room. "Oh, and I found your charger." Fostekew wasn't listening. She had found the very thing she had spent all these years searching for, but at what cost if it meant losing the person she wanted? Fostekew's reverie was once again broken by a grating voice. "Bloody Lieutenant Brister again. Just to let you know, I left your charger in your quarters next to this weird-looking robot with a protruding..." "Do fuck off," said Captain Fostekew as she walked towards the bridge, her mind full of erotic and confusing emotions about her four-legged colleague.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Very grumpy.
Oh my God.
Grumpy,
that was
Jess.
brilliant.
Even after the climax, you're telling people to fuck off.
I mean, Brister was annoying.
Yeah, but, like, the only bit that, like, is vaguely, like, could have been even queerer is if by the time Pilar and Fostekew had got from that spaceship back to their home spaceship, after the first sex, they were engaged.
Married.
Yeah.
I see.
Married.
Sure,
yeah.
they should have probably got engaged at the end. Yeah. But I wanted to leave it on a cliffhanger. Will they, won't they?
Nice.
Everyone loves a will they,
You
won't
left
they?
it on a cliffhanger.
True.
I did wonder that. I liked the cliffhanger. I thought, will it be awkward at work?
Yeah.
Are they in love
I think
forever?
it will. I think it will.
I think Pilar's going to be like, "What? We did it for Queen and Country."
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, right. So
and
Pilar's
you're going to be like,
yeah,
"Oh
just
my
getting
God.
the job done.
Yeah, I just did it for the...
Yeah, no, I'd be in love.
Yeah.
I'd be in love.
You're in love with
I'd be
her.
head over heels
Yeah.
in love. And she'd be like, ugh.
Well, if it doesn't work out, you've got your charger back.
Yeah.
You have got your charge back. That's what I mean. There is a happy ending.
There was so much going on, Jen, in the story. It was very sexual.
Really intense.
There was no, and the rest. You spoke about the rhythmic entering, the wetness pressed up, and the
Used
mound,
the word
and the
mound
haunches.
and another word,
Use the word
lips.
mound. I don't think I've used that before, but yeah.
I think what I've learned about both of you, Jess and Jen, is that I think both of you feel the need to be given permission to really let loose. Because in both of your stories, it's like, you have to do this to save the world. You have to do this to appease the queen. You must. And then you're both like, well, okay. Whereas I think in a lot of the stories we've had before, people just take what they want.
Right.
Both of you have an element of permission. Or not just permission, duty.
Yes, it's absolutely duty bound
We've
to
both
do
written
this.
stories that wouldn't annoy each other's wives, who we also love. Yeah.
They're like, the
we've
world.
written each other doing sex things that they had to do. Sorry,
What else? They had no choice.
Yeah.
I loved both stories for very different reasons. Jess, I thought it was absolutely imaginative to have your queen with 100 boobs minimum, all those bums, faces,
Elbows.
I liked Jen in the position of power. I liked how you described the uniform. You were sort of a hapless character in the story, but Jen, you did the same. You're a bell end in your story.
Sure.
Losing chargers.
Yeah. But these are all things that I absolutely would do.
I loved all of it. I especially loved, Jen, that you went all in.
I did.
With the fingers, with the sex. There was a clear climax, with the moist, wetness.
Yeah.
And so the winner is Blake's Heaven.
I can't
by
believe
Jen
it.
Brister.
Katherine, I get the golden pen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well done, Jen. You deserve it.
How are you feeling about your win, Jen?
I feel overwhelmed. And had... I'm going to tell you truthfully that writing this particular erotic story was one of the most difficult things I have done thus far in my career.
Oh, God.
Yes. And it took me ages.
I'm so glad you won then, Jen. You were right. I think you are the rightful champion for being brave enough to not write and the rest and to write all the actual, genuine, muckiest muck.
We needed the sax. We needed
Yeah.
it. All the way from Big Lesbian.
Yeah.
All the way down. Down, down to the mound
down.
and below.
Down to the mound.
Down to the mound, guys.
Thank you so much to my luscious lesbian guests, Jess Fostekew and Jen Brister. Listening to Jen's story made my extraterrestrial senses tingle. The moment Jen and Jess went home, the winning book went to print and I popped it on my stiff shelf. And for those at home, if this has inspired you to write your own dirty story, I'll leave you with this wet tip. Don't be scared of your main character having a relationship with something extraterrestrial. The alien in Jen's story had 4 buttocks, which gives double the opportunity for anal. And that's a beautiful thing. That's all from me. Until next time, when 2 more guests will write me dirty. It's girthy.